Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I'm here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about a fight, a brawl in Disneyland in Toontown.
Fisticuffs.
Fisticuffs.
I just like the word fisticuffs.
Straight out of Compton. Actually, the people involved in the fight were straight out of Compton. So yeah, we haven't really talked about the Disneyland Toontown Brawl of 2019 much on the channel yet. We're going to talk about it because...
We did talk about it.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit, but we didn't actually do a whole video about it.
We didn't?
No, we didn't.
I don't remember. It all blurs together.
So now we are. So we're going to talk about it because there have been charges. There have been charges pressed against the people who were having fisticuffs in Disneyland. And there's also another incident we're going to talk about in Disney World.
Yes.
In Disney World, where somebody gets a lifetime ban for punching a cast member over a Fastpass.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. So,
okay, so let's talk about this.
Well, before we talk about this, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.
Yes,
let's talk about that. Please subscribe.
We talk about lots of things. So
we do. We talk
subscribe.
about Disney. We talk about movies. We talk about anime, pop culture. We rant. We have fun. We have a good time.
Yes.
And we would like you to have a good time with us. So
Sometimes
please subscribe.
we brush.
Sometimes we brush hair.
That's right.
Yeah, you need to clarify what we're brushing.
Yes.
Because people will be like, why are you
Sometimes we brush teeth. No, I'm saying.
Don't brush.
I hope so.
Sometimes we brush our teeth. You can't tell through the microphone anyway. So anyway, thank you so much to all of you who have subscribed. It's helped us immensely this month. We've had a great month. So thank you for joining the reef.
Growing the reef.
And so now we're going to talk about Disneyland. Disneyland and fistfights. This is coming from the New York Post, that reputable newspaper. The New York Post. 3 people, all from the same family, have been charged in connection to the wild Disneyland brawl that was captured on video earlier in the month.
It's like those Girls Gone Wild videos.
Disneyland go.
Guests go wild.
Guests go wild. Avery Desmond Edwin Robinson, 35, of Vegas, was taken into custody on Tuesday along with his sister, Andrea Nicole Robinson, 40, and her husband, Damian Petrie, 44.
Petrie.
Damon. I'm sorry, not Damien.
Oh, they were Compton. I thought you were kidding.
No!
I thought you were joking. Oh my god.
They're straight out of Compton.
I thought you were kidding.
No, they're from Compton.
I thought you were
Damon
joking.
Petrie. Damon Petrie. Damien is not welcome in Disneyland, but Damon was, but now he will not be because they got
We don't.
fist
Are
fight.
they saying that? I don't know.
Well, we're gonna read and we're gonna find out.
Okay, please tell me because I haven't read this yet.
Avery Robinson is accused of being the main instigator during the July 6th incident with cell phone video taken by Disney guests showing him in a red shirt, attacking and punching at least 2 women. Classy. It's unclear what set him off that day. It's unclear. Maybe he didn't get his Fastpass.
I don't think that's what happened.
Only that he was targeting his own family members. Robinson is facing 5 felony charges and 9 misdemeanors for attacking his sister, brother-in-law, and girlfriend, endangering his child and 3 other children who were at Disneyland with the family, and threatening to kill members
Oh my god!
of his family as he drove out of a Disneyland parking structure, alleged the Orange County District Attorney's Office in a press release on Tuesday. He's also accused of assaulting a Disneyland employee with his vehicle after the family was escorted out of the park by Disneyland security.
So he gets on his car?
I tried to run. I don't know. I don't know. So the fight continued after they got kicked out of Disneyland. The fight continues.
Oh my goodness.
The fight never ends. While inside the park, Avery Robinson allegedly made several threats and comments, including, "I'm ready to go to jail tonight. Got your wish." Wishes come true at Disneyland.
Apparently.
Wishes come true at Disneyland. And references about a Southern California gang,
Oh,
according to prosecutors.
great.
He's also facing 1 felony count of domestic battery with corporal injury and 1 felony count of assault with force likely to produce great bodily injury on a woman with whom he was in a dating relationship, in addition to the aforementioned charges.
Oh my goodness.
God. Orange County District Attorney's Office does not tolerate domestic violence or child endangerment anywhere.
Well, I would be worried if you did. I'm just saying.
Especially Disneyland.
I'd be really concerned if you tolerate that.
So he's going to face a maximum of 7 years and 4 months in state prison if convicted. So imagine that, going to prison for getting into a fight at Disneyland.
With your own family.
With your own family.
I thought it's my own family. That nothing, you know.
Oh, God. Avery's sister, Andrea Robinson, is facing 5 misdemeanor charges, including 4 misdemeanor charges of battery for attacking him, his girlfriend, and at least 1 Disneyland employee. She is also facing an assault charge.
Oh, my goodness.
And the boyfriend, Damon Petrie, is facing 1 misdemeanor count of battery, with prosecutors claiming he punched Avery's girlfriend in the face during the melee. He'll face a maximum of 6 months in jail. If convicted. Several Disneyland guests repeatedly intervened in an attempt to stop the violence, including picking up at least one of the children in the group.
I told you I saw somebody grab the child and move the child out of the way, and I said I didn't think that was family, and it wasn't.
I'm waiting for somebody to sue them for touching their child. They moved the child out of the way to get the child out of harm's way and putting Avery Robinson in a chokehold. Prosecutors said the family was asked to leave Disneyland, escorted by Disneyland security back to a parking structure to retrieve their vehicles. While in the structure, Avery Robinson is accused of attempting to hit a Disneyland employee with his vehicle and threatening to kill his sister, Andrea, and her husband, Damon.
Was it her husband or boyfriend? Because wasn't it above there? They said it was her boyfriend, and now it's their husband.
It's the New York Post. While simulating a gun with his hand and pointing at the couple.
Well, in schools now, elementary schools and stuff, if kids play the gun thing with their hands, some of the kids get, kicked out of school for it.
Yeah. Authorities did not arrest the individuals at first. Why not? Claiming they didn't have video. Everybody else did.
Yeah,
the whole damn internet had video. Everybody in Disneyland had video. It wasn't until footage of the brawl went viral a day later that they began investigating. So when there's a fight in a public place, you're doing the right thing by standing by. We've got Seinfeld style, standing by and just taking videos of people beating the crap out of each other.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, because if you intervene, I want to see people shouldn't intervene, but if you get intervened, you could get hit, or they could try to sue you for putting a hand on them. I don't even have to say in that situation.
Well, according to people we've talked to, I guess Disneyland's protocol is not to, the cast members are not supposed to get involved in the fight.
That's why the cast members are standing there. They aren't allowed to get involved, I'm pretty sure.
But it took a long damn time for security to get there, too.
There's 2 or 3 cast members standing there, and they're trying to get somebody there. Like, one person you see them on, like, a walkie-talkie, trying to get somebody there, and I don't think they're allowed to engage.
I think all of security was over in Galaxy's Edge, trying to shepherd those really
trying to get all the people in there.
Trying to manage the chaos, but actually you're probably right. They're probably standing outside with a sign trying to get people to come into Galaxy's Edge.
You stand there, you count as a guest at Galaxy's Edge.
Just go through the turnstile a few times. We got to rack up 1 million riders so we can put a press release out. The melee was witnessed by other park guests and captured video that was widely shared on social media.
Kidding.
That is an understatement. Disney condemned the incident.
I'm sure Disney did.
Saying the family was removed from premises. Did they get a lifetime ban though? It's really hard to get
that, but I would assume
any type of violence is inexcusable and will not be tolerated, said Disney spokespeople.
I mean, the Disney did the best they could. I mean, as soon as they got somebody there, they did what they could do. And I mean, people almost got run over, apparently.
They almost got run over, so the fight continued. But
you can see the cast members trying to do something and get help, but I don't think they're allowed to engage.
That's crazy.
Did you actually ask somebody that? Because that was my assumption.
I did ask somebody, and they said that they did not believe the cast members were allowed to engage. They had to wait for security, but it took security a long damn time.
Because that's what I figured, but I wasn't sure.
So this is not the only incident of fisticuffs we're reporting on in this action-packed video here on Clownfish TV.
Maybe they're not wrong to raise the prices. I'm just saying.
More Disney fisticuffs. Disney bans a woman, 23, for life after she punches a cast member over an invalid Tower of Terror Fastpass.
I told you it was over Fastpass. You asked me about it when I said, did you hear about it? You said, no, I said it's over Fastpass.
It's over Fastpass. This happened today. Authorities said, no, this is over on the East Coast.
This is over Disney World, which is on Florida, and Disneyland is in California.
Right. So for those of you who think it's all the same thing, because a lot of people watch these videos and they think it's all the same thing. No, this is Disney World. This is in Florida.
This is in Orlando.
So we got some action going on both coasts.
This is the most happening place ever.
Now is the time to visit a Disney park, because there's never a dull moment, except in Galaxy's Edge.
You get free entertainment.
Free entertainment with a ticket. Authorities say a 23-year-old tourist from Chicago punched a worker in the face when her Fastpass wasn't valid for the Tower of Terror ride at Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Because of course it's the cast member's fault.
Of course it is. An Orange County Sheriff's report says the Disney World cast member offered to help the women's group on July 13th, but they only became angrier.
So it didn't work, and then she's trying to help them, and their answer was to punch her in the face.
The answer was to punch them in the face, because that solves everything. Punching Punching people in the face solves everything. The Orlando Sentinel reports the woman started pushing buttons on the podium that could have affected the ride.
Hurt other people because your Fastpass wasn't good.
When the employee pushed her hand away, the woman punched her in the face. The family yelled profanities and recorded the worker.
I would love to see that video because they yelled profanities and recorded the worker because she moved her hand because the woman was pushing buttons when she shouldn't have pushed them. And
we saw this happen in Disneyland.
I was going to mention that. Go ahead.
Why don't you mention it?
We were in Disney
downtown Disney. You're thinking the same kid.
I was. There was an incident. We were in downtown Disney district, and there was a stage there that was set up, and it had signs. You're not supposed to be on the stage. And this kid kept running over and trying to go on the stage, and he was up on the stage doing stuff, and he wasn't supposed to be doing. So one of the security guards comes over, and he's really nice to me. He's like, "Hey, buddy, you need to get down from there." He wasn't being mean to the child or anything. He was just like, "Hey, honey, you need to get down from there. You know, it's dangerous. You need to come down." And as soon as he went over there and started telling the kid no, here comes the parents with their cameras out. They're getting their phones out. "Oh, we're going to record. We can get a lot of money for this." And they're running. I kid you not. That's what they were saying.
They were literally walking away from the security guard who told the kid to get off the stage because he
was very nice about it.
He was very nice about it.
He was not mean to the kid in any way.
But the parents were jackasses, and they whipped out the cell phones and they recorded the security guard who was doing his job.
Telling the kid to get the security guard telling the kid to get down. They started recording the kid, security guard, because they were going to make it go viral. They said this.
Yeah, they said they were going to make it go viral.
And that they were going to get this, they were going to get money. But the guy wasn't discriminating against the child in any way. He just said, "Hey, buddy, you need to come down from there. It's not safe."
So everybody's trying to go viral at Disney, and the only way you can actually go viral at Disney is if you get into a fist fight.
Well, don't tell people that.
No, I'm just saying.
You also get permanently banned. To me, that's not worth it. As much as, I bust on some of the movies and some of the choices Disney make, I still love the theme parks. I do. Hate me if you do, you must, but I still like the theme parks.
I like the
strollers. The strollers suck. I don't like the strollers.
I got my ribs broken.
Yeah, and our daughter got hurt really bad. But I don't like the strollers. I like the parks though.
So the group left the ride, but security tracked them down. Disney officials tell the Sentinel they issued a lifetime ban on the woman. The worker didn't want to press charges, and the woman wasn't arrested.
Well, the story I was reading earlier had a little more information. They said the woman herself ran away, and then the security caught her.
They're fast. They came after me before.
Oh my gosh, they did.
They did.
You better clarify. He did not punch anyone.
I didn't punch anybody. Okay, so
he didn't actually do anything wrong.
I didn't do anything wrong up until recently. I worked for a Disney blog. And I took a lot of videos and photos. We both did.
Yes, we were at Disney all the time.
We're there all the time.
Parks,
literally,
all the time.
If you follow the channel, you'll know that we were there like multiple times per month. That's past tense now. Anyway, I was trying to get some pictures of the construction on the Ratatouille ride they're building in Epcot in Florida. And I literally went down a little walkway over by the French restaurant.
But it was not past where you're not allowed to go.
It was not. But oh my God. Security came.
Was it security or was it this employee?
No, it was security.
Oh, was it? Okay.
He came like flying out of the restaurant. He's like, you're not allowed to be there.
But he wasn't anywhere you were supposed to be.
I wasn't in the restricted area. Like, trust me, as much as we go, like, I know where the restricted areas are. I went right up to it, and, I had the little stick, so I was trying to get in through the trees.
But we weren't in the restricted area.
No. But that dude followed me the whole way through the World Showcase.
He followed you from over by France, clear over to, like, Japan.
He followed me the whole way through.
That sounds really weird to anybody who doesn't know. It wasn't the whole way through, but it goes like...
It was like half the World Showcase.
It was like France, Morocco, it was Japan, it was like America. Maybe it was for America. Somewhere in Japan or America, he stopped following you. But he followed you through a few countries.
Yeah, so look, security is pretty tenacious at Disney, so this doesn't surprise me at all that
I'm glad that they're on the ball at Disney World.
At Disney World. That's what I was going to say. Security is tenacious at Disney World. They've got all kinds of bag checks. They've got all kinds of security.
They're
really tight.
People are dressed in plain clothes all over the place. Yeah. They hire ex-detectives and everything else all the time. They are like, do not mess around at Walt Disney World. I'm just telling you, don't do it.
Disneyland, I have no...
Well, we don't know what happened.
Explanation.
There is a bag check, but it's nowhere near the same...
Well, they're punching each other. It's not like they have guns and knives and stuff. But if this were Disney World, just personal opinion, having been to both parks... this wouldn't have gotten as far as it did.
But until recently, this stuff did happen, but you don't hear about it as much as you're hearing about it now. It would happen, but it would be very sporadic. This isn't a new thing, but it's not a common thing.
Yeah.
And now it's turning into a common thing. But back to the Tower of Terror. Yeah, but I was reading on another site. Did you go to the actual story?
This is the actual story.
Okay, so the Sentinel. Because it said that she ran away. Okay, so this is what I read. She didn't have a fast pass with Tower of Terror. Okay, it's what I heard, and she started pushing the buttons. So, the woman didn't press charges, but she was banned. July 13th, Chicago women and her group were upset their fast passes weren't valid for the popular ride at Tower of Terror. The incident not happened in the elevator shaft, but in the pre-show area.
Right.
Where you have to watch the introduction. The Disney worker offered to help them with fast passes. Like, okay, that's okay, we'll see what we can do for you. They got more angry. And then she called the supervisor for security, and then the woman began pushing buttons on the podium. This could have harmed someone.
Yeah.
And when the woman, told her to stop and pushed her hand away from the buttons, which what she should have done, the lady punched her. And then they yelled profanities, recorded her with their phones. I'm sure those videos will be,
Oh, I'm sure.
relevant if they do decide to press charges.
I'm sure. Yeah, her eye was swollen, and she declined treatment. She did not press charges. But this is crazy. Like, what is going on?
I'm surprised Disney didn't press charges for her, but
they probably should have. They probably didn't want the bad press because they already got, all this attention, which I'm sure they did not want. They've got the attention.
Oh, I'm sure they'll make sure those videos don't get out on the other one.
Yeah, so it's crazy. So I'd say go to Disney and take a helmet or something, but you wouldn't get through bag check.
No, right. Well, you might get the bag check in Disney World if you need the helmet. If you can, but if it covers your face, you're not allowed to. There's a lot of guidelines. But I was going to say about Tower of Terror real quick. I was going to tell them the Pinky Boo story.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
We took Pinky Boo when she was what, 3 or 4?
She was little, yeah. She was
like
little.
3, maybe 3 or 3.5, 4, somewhere in that range. And she was tall for her age. So she's a rider and a half. I mean, that child, like, we took her to a carnival once, and she got off the ride because it made her, and she ran back on, hopped back in, and the guy let her go and go and go, even though there wasn't an adult with her because she just loved it so much. So she had in her head she was riding Tower of Terror, and I kept telling her, I'm like, I don't know if Tower of Terror is a good idea. It's very scary. I mean, of course, Mom will ride it. Mom rides about anything. But I'm like, we were with my dad and my brother-in-law and my brother and stuff, and we were going to go ride Tower of Terror. So she decided she was going to go. So they put us in the back row to fit us all in there. And in the back row, where I was sitting in the middle, there was no, there's a seatbelt. There's no really, like, a bar to hold on to. But anyway, the thing drops. Her legs go straight out in front of her. Her eyes get big, and she's like stiff as a board, shaking, like shaking. And all you see in the picture at the end was all of us looking down. You can't see her because she's too tiny, but we're all looking in the middle at her because she's freaking out. And to this day, she will not ride Tower of Terror.
That's one of the few things she won't ride.
Yeah, she won't make that mistake again. She said. So I mean, I think she will eventually. But right now, she's I told her, I warned her. She insisted.
Hey, she insisted.
She wouldn't take no for an answer. And you don't understand how stubborn this child is. So, everybody's like, well, you could just told her no. If we wanted the rest of our day to be decent, you couldn't just tell her no. Anyway.
No. Yeah, right. So she had to learn. So yeah, so there we go, guys.
Lesson learned.
Brawls at Disney parks.
Not a good idea.
Don't do it.
If you see one, get it on camera so that they can make sure that they can press charges properly.
And you can rack up some of that sweet, sweet YouTube money.
I'm sure they'll make them take it down. But, yeah, I don't know what else to say about this. It's not a common thing. I will say, to be fair, this happens, but it's not common. I mean, I don't want to, because it's not. We go to Disney all the time. We
wear your riot gear to Disney.
It's like, we're there a lot. This is not a common occurrence. I mean, people will run you over trying to get to a ride, but most people just walk it off and don't care. There's not usually a fight breaking out, but...
All right, so we're gonna wrap this one up.
Yeah.
Okay, so please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants here on Clownfish TV. This has been Neon and Geeky.
Bye.
Goodbye. Hey guys, thanks for watching Clownfish TV. Please consider supporting the channel. Go to clownfishsupport.com. That's clownfishsupport.com. And if you want to join our community, go to clownfishtalk.com. That's clownfishtalk.com. Please subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. We will talk to you next time.